remember those New Year's resolutions you made back in January?
Oh yeah, you still going to the gym?
Shut up, Brian. We're already halfway into the year, and some of us may have failed in our resolutions, especially financially. I don't like you.
I'm just playing with you. I'm sorry. Kyle Winkfield, managing partner of local wealth management firm OWRS, is here to share with us 3 steps to get our financial resolutions back on track.
First of all, I think Kyle needs to sit between the 2 of us now.
My goodness. I'm guilty as well.
Oh my gosh. So, Kyle, the 3 top resolutions that people made in January that they have.
You checking in? Are we're not following them?
No, I don't think so. I think, you know, first of all, I don't like goals. And resolutions are a form of a goal. Because goals make you, one, hate what you got. Because, you know, you constantly reminding, well, I want to get to that goal right there, so then you don't appreciate where you are.
Okay.
So it makes you hate where you are and remind you what you don't have. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't aspire. I just think that sometimes people wonder, how come they don't hit their goals? And it's because subconsciously that's what's going on. You're inviting that negative energy in there.
Okay.
Right? So I always say, look, it's important to forgive yourself because you know and I know and everybody watching knows life is not a straight line. Life happens to you.
Yes.
December 31st, you're feeling good. You set those goals. You're like, 2018 is going to be my banner year.
Right.
I'm going to do it. And then, you know, life happened.
January 2nd, you break up with your boyfriend or your girlfriend.
And they take all your money.
And they take all your money.
All right, so if we have failed, what's the first step? I mean, what's the getting back on the right path?
Yes.
Well, first, before people start saying they failed, you know, I think we don't take enough time to acknowledge what we have accomplished and where we are. So I think the first thing is to revisit the goal, revisit the resolution, reshape it, remanage your expectations. So, for example,
Can I lower my expectations?
You could, well, it's a form.
His wife did.
Oh, wow.
That's right. That's what the bully, you get the horns.
So I think what really works is going back and doing a reality check. This is a progress report. We're halfway through the year, and you say, I'll give you an example. So let's say you want to pay off your goal, and at the beginning of the year was, I want to pay off a $12,000 credit card. I'm going to get it wiped out. I'm going to do it. Okay, great. So now here we are, July, and you've paid down $2,000 of it. So, you know what? In reality, the next 6 months, unless you're going to have an influx of cash and have $10,000 show up, the likelihood is you're not going to be able to do it. So why don't we reassess, regroup, and say, okay, I'll tell you what, let me see if I can do 4,000. And if you get remotely close to that, you could pat yourself on the back and start feeling good, and you'll start to see a change in all the goals that you set because you'll start being more realistic about them because you're taking into account that life is happening.
Okay. So, the problem, so the bottom line is in the beginning, you shouldn't set something that's too lofty because you're just going to fail and that's just going to upset you.
And don't beat yourself up because you're not where you thought you would be in July, back in January.
Yeah, come on. I mean, it's no different than losing weight. A lot of people want to lose weight.
Right.
And then people think it's like this, but when you lose weight, it's like that. Why am I stuck? And then it's like that.
Yeah.
Just stay consistent. Have a plan, stay consistent, you'll get there.
Okay. Stay consistent. We can do that. All right. So what else? What's the next step? Going back, reassessing those, resolutions, where we are and what we realistically what we can do. And then how do we get motivated again to do that? 2
things. So the first thing to get motivated, have an accountability partner. If you're married, hopefully your spouse, you have that kind of relationship with them. You can be like, you need to hold me accountable because you know how I'm going to get. And we do that sometimes when we're trying to diet, but when it comes to financial goals, they're the same thing. Hold me accountable. The second thing is really simple, and I get this from my wife does this all the time. So in your smartphone, there's an alarm app, and she sets an alarm for all the different things that she wants to get done that's part of her goal. And it goes off. Now look, it's like you're like, what is that? But it's reminding her every day, and it's like this positive annoyance. And what she doesn't realize, and I told her the other day, I said, babe, you get a lot of stuff done. Right? So imagine if your goal is to save $1,000 a month. That might seem pretty lofty, but if you remind yourself, okay, that's $250 a week or $50, a day. Working day, Monday through Friday. Just have it set off. Maybe you'll hit the goal, but you'll save something because you'll be like, this stupid alarm. But if you remind, it's top of mind. It's top of mind.
And then it's time to put whatever. If you can't put 50, maybe you put 45. Maybe you put 35.
See, and it's just like working out. The only bad workout is the one you didn't do. So who cares if you went to the gym and you struggled a little bit today? Who cares if you didn't hit $50 or $200? Did you save something? Because it's a habit, and success is a habit.
Oh,
I like that. I like his way of thinking. Because it makes you feel good. It makes you feel like, okay, I can do something.
That's right.
Yeah. So if I can only do one
so
pull-up.
having someone help you
Better than no pull-ups.
having someone to help hold you accountable, you said, is part of the deal too. I mean, what other little tips? I mean, I like how you're thinking.
I like the way you think. Yeah.
Okay, so one of the things is people have tendency to set a goal or set a plan or New Year's resolution, and then there is no plan. There is no breaking that larger goal down into little chunks, and it's really manageable then, because you could say, like, okay, my goal is to pay off the $12,000. Well, that's $1,000 a month, but could I break it down smaller? And then it could be something like, well, okay, maybe I'll do $40 a day or $50 a day, working days, and so you chunk it down to little goals, and then that way you can feel good because you're making progress. And I think people, just because I've worked with people help them make better decisions for the last 18 years of my career, people feel great when they're moving in the direction of their goals, when they're making progress.
Yes.
Who cares about this goal? Are we moving there? And remember, success is not a straight line. It's like all over the place, right? So it's okay. Life happens.
Right.
Is there an importance in managing the goals? For example, we're in the last 6 months of the year. So now a lot of us are thinking about the holidays, and then there's gifts. And that's, a huge amount of money. I don't care if you just buy everybody in your family a $10 gift. Depending on how big the family is, that's, that's a lot of money.
That can be a lot of money.
So is there a point where you have to manage those goals and say, okay, I want to buy a new car. So that's the goal. I need to save up X amount of dollars for this. Christmas is coming up, da-da-da. Now, I'm not saying, forget the family, you're not getting anything. But you have to manage the goals.
Mama needs a new ride.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to manage your goals, and so you have to realize your dollar can only go so far.
Right.
So I think you have to understand that you got to do something for you, and you got to take care of the people you love. Okay, so if you need or want a new car, that's for you. But then also taking care of the people you love, that makes you feel good too. So balancing that and starting early and not waiting to the last minute. So I think a lot of people get jammed financially because they're last minute, they're reactive.
Yes.
But if you can sit out there and say, well, the holidays are coming. Come on, it doesn't spring up on you. Start doing your shopping now. Look for the deals now. I've never seen anyone find the best deals on the planet. My wife is always looking for deals. I'm like, boxes show up to the house. Oh, what's this? Oh, that's Jack. That's my 5-year-old.
Yeah.
That's his Christmas present. Showed up last week. I said, well, she got a good deal on.
Christmas in July.
Right.
I love it.
Kyle, thanks so
hi,
much.
Jack.
That's awesome. I appreciate it. No, it's good because oftentimes we do kind of beat ourselves up, and maybe we shouldn't. We should just rethink things.
All right. Well, I like this. All right, well, Kyle, we know who to talk to now from now on. Stay motivated.
That's right.
And ready to go. Where do we find you online?
OWSFirm.com, OWRSFirm.com, and click on my bio, and you can connect with me on social media.
All right.
Great. Thanks, Kyle.
Thanks for the tips.